Welcome back to the Elite of Gielinor channel and another loot video on this channel. This time we've been doing 1000 of the corrupted warriors in the new Slayer dungeon. In my opinion, they're a very good experience. This was done task, so it's only been grinding the bosses just to see what kind of loot I get. And without being very efficient, I did about AFK 500 kills per hour. It's a very good experience. I got almost 1.4k experience in total per kill, 1k melee and 400 hit points. If I would have been on a Slayer task, I would also get 650 Slayer experience each, but I did this grind only without the tasks, so it's no Slayer involved at all. They count 113 combat, they have 15,000 life points, and you require 103 Slayer to kill them. So it's pretty high level just to get access to them, but as the whole Slayer dungeon is pretty high, this is one of the lower NPCs in the dungeon. So we're gonna jump in and see what kind of loot we got from doing this for a couple hours. In total it took me about 2 hours to get 1000 kills, which means I get 1.4 million experience and a pretty decent amount of loot. I did try both range and magic on these to multi them, but they do hit pretty high even with corruption, so I prefer to use melee with bandos, augmented and a skite to use the multi attacks. But this way I can keep the hits pretty low and I can use all the healing like Enchanted Excalibur, Soul Split and the Vampirism Aura as well. So even though it's a little bit slower to use melee, I think it's more controlled because I did get hits up toward 3000 from the NPCs, which means if they stack up pretty good they will kill you. And as I prefer to be a little AFK as I do these kind of challenges, it wasn't the right option to do. I also got 3 clue scrolls while I was doing this. I finished all 3 of them and got pretty decent rewards. I'm gonna add that to the total. So let's jump into the total and see what we ended up with. So I died once when I was AFKing, that's why I opened the chest twice. I was paying sacrifice when I entered the dungeon again just to make sure that all the loot was actually there. I haven't claimed any loot before that trip. That's why you're gonna see 2 instead of 1 with all combined. I also did 3 clue scrolls, you're gonna see the rewards. I re-rolled one of the bad ones and was pretty lucky, so that's alright. All around we made about 7 million in loot in those 1.5 hours, 2 hours, and about 1.4 million experience. So I'd say they're pretty good actually. Money wise they're not the best, but they're not that bad either, and the experience wise they're pretty decent. So I would definitely recommend grinding these out if you want to do some Slayer. Of course you should try to get corrupted tasks to do them, but otherwise as well they're pretty awesome. Good experience all over, and yeah, I definitely recommend trying them out. So thank you for watching this video, guys. I'm also putting up a Soul Obelisk guide in a short while, so give that a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. And I hope you enjoy our guides on this new Menaphos update. I know it's not that new anymore, but we're still trying to grind out as much as we can, of course. So please, yeah, stay around, subscribe, and thank you for watching.